Chapter 31. The words of King Lemuel, the prophecy that his mother taught him. What, my son? And what? The son of my womb? And what? The son of my vows? Give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings. It is not for kings, O Lemuel, it is not for kings to drink wine, nor for princes strong drink, lest they drink and forget the law, and pervert the judgment of any of the afflicted. Give strong drink unto him that is ready to perish, and wine unto those that be of heavy hearts. Let him drink and forget his poverty, and remember his misery no more. Open thy mouth for the dumb in the cause of all as such are appointed to destruction. Open thy mouth, judge righteously, and plead the cause of the poor and needy. Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. The heart of her husband doth safely trust in her, so that he shall have no need of spoil. She will do him good, not evil, all the days of her life. She seeketh wool and flax, and worketh willingly with her hands. She is like the merchant's ships, she bringeth her food from afar. She riseth also while it is yet night, and giveth meat to her household, and a portion to her maidens. She considereth the field, and buyeth it. With the fruit of her hands she planteth the vineyard. She girdeth her loins with strength, and strengtheneth her arms. She perceiveth that her merchandise is good, her candle goeth not out by night. She layeth her hands to the spindle, and her hands hold the distaff. She stretched out her hand to the poor, yea, she reaches forth her hands to the needy. She is not afraid of the snow for her household, for all her household are clothed with scarlet. She maketh herself coverings of tapestry, her clothing is silk and purple. Her husband is known in the gates, when he sitteth among the elders of the land. She maketh fine linen, and selleth it, and delivereth girdles unto the merchant. Strength and honor are her clothing, and she shall rejoice in time to come. She openeth her mouth with wisdom, and in her tongue is the law of kindness. She looketh well to the ways of her household, and eateth not the bread of idleness. Her children arise up and call her blessed, her husband also, and he praiseth her. Many daughters have done virtuously, but thou excellest them all. Favor is deceitful, and beauty is vain, but a woman that feareth the Lord, she shall be praised. Give her of the fruit of her hands, and let her own works praise her in the gates. As with the previous chapter, we have no idea who King Lemuel is. The EL at the end of Lemuel stands for the Hebrew word for God, and the implication would be that this person was somehow related to God, son of God, whatever. There is some speculation that both Agur and Lemuel are pseudonyms for Solomon. But nobody knows for sure. Now, basically, this is some good counsel, something that Solomon might have learned partway through his life, but not followed all that well. Verse 3, Give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings. And he was destroyed by the foreign women that he married, and by worshiping false gods. To give it is not for kings, verse 4. It is not for kings, O Lemuel, it is not for kings to drink wine, nor for princes to drink strong drink, lest they drink and forget the law, and pervert judgment of any of the afflicted. So, if you're a ruler, you don't drink, because it affects your judgment. Give strong drink unto him that is ready to perish, because it won't make any difference to him. And wine unto those that have heavy hearts, because it's supposed to cheer them up. It doesn't in the long run, but that was the thought in those days. Open thy mouth for the dumb, those people who cannot speak because they either are unable to, or to whom people just don't listen. Open thy mouth, judge righteously, and plead the cause of the poor and needy. And then comes this absolutely fabulous description, and one which applies to women. And I love this. Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. The heart of her husband doth safely trust in her, so that he shall have no need of spoil. He won't need to go someplace and have a war, won't need to have be attracted to other women, nothing. She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life. He can count on her absolutely. She seeketh wool and flax, and worketh willingly with her hands. She is like the merchant ships, who bringeth her food from afar. I mean, this woman is special. And the neat part is many women are like this. Many women are like this, underappreciated by the men in their lives, but they are like this. She riseth also while it is yet night, and giveth meat to her household, her children. She makes breakfast for the kids and for the husband. She considereth the field and buyeth it. She has a job, maybe. She helps with the purchase of a house. She plants a garden. She girdeth her loins with strength, and strengtheneth her arm. She works hard. And most women that I know work hard. In these times, as this was written, it was hard hand labor all day. She perceiveth that her merchandise is good. Her candle goeth not out by night. She layeth her hand to the spindle, and her hands hold the distaff, which is part of making the thread for the weaving. She is not afraid of the snow for her household, for all her household are clothed in scarlet. All the household have warm clothing. Okay, not just one set of clothing, warm clothing for the winter time. That's because of her industry. The husband would not have done it. Her husband is known in the gates, where he sitteth among the elders. They would have said, oh, there's that guy that's married to that woman who really makes those great clothes and makes that fine linen and delivers the girdles to the merchant. Boy, I wish my wife would do that. Yes, he would be known among the elders. Strength and honor are her clothing. She shall rejoice in time to come. She openeth her mouth with wisdom, and in her tongue is the law of kindness. Not a contentious woman. She looketh well to the ways of her household, and eateth not the bread of idleness. She is a worker. So many women are better workers than the men they're married to. Her children arise up and call her blessed, her husband also, and he praiseth her. He should. Because most men are made by their wives. If they really would tell you the truth, they would be. Many daughters have done virtuously, but thou excellest them all. That would be the praise to give to your wife. Favor is deceitful and beauty is vain, but a woman that feareth the Lord, respects the Lord, she shall be praised. Give her of the fruit of her hands, and let her own works praise her in the gates. Now you need to understand that is absolutely significant. The fruit of her hands would have been the things that she made. And women made virtually everything for their families. Everything from the bread to the clothes, the whole shot. The guys didn't do that much of making anything. They did the work of the farming and sometimes the harvesting and stuff like that. But if anything was going to be made from it, it was the women that did it. Let her own works praise her in the gates. The gates of the city were the places where the business was done, the chief of the men sat, the wealthy were, everything of value was done. So to let her own works praise her in the gates was to be complimented by the highest authorities in the city. That is indeed high praise. And most women deserve that.